Testing microphone 1, 2. Testing microphone 1, 2. Testing microphone 1, 2. Hey everybody, how's it going? Biff back with you again today. Let's get some light on the situation. That's better. Been messing around a lot with the stream, OBS, all that stuff. So hopefully we get through this with no issues. I do have to apologize last week, my last stream, because I had again been messing around a lot with OBS, and in my full screen view of my camera, in my full screen view, I had not put my stream audio. And so there was no mic. And when I switched to that, there was no mic, there was no audio. And that was just a huge mistake on my part. So, yeah, it's more fun with computers, is what I call it. This is here. In my opinion, YouTube is just wacky. Their setup, I mean, it's just wacky. Anyways. So what do we have? We got that. So that looks okay. I've been testing it, just testing it in OBS to make sure the screens look right, make sure I've got audio on all the screens that I need audio on. Do need to start up. Did I start Steam yet? No. Let's go in here. Get this set up, so hopefully it'll come up when we want to do something with that. But hopefully we'll get a video up to YouTube today. Got some stuff to download on Steam. Some small files and some big files. Just get a lot of wacky stuff going on my computer. And I don't think it's my computer. I think it's Windows. Yeah. Wacky. Stuff is just wacky. Anyways, how is everyone? Should put a nice message in here. Good morning. Maybe put something like that over here on YouTube. Maybe just copy it from here. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that one. Let's look at the discovery queue. View your queue. Let's try this setup. See how this one works. Okay, so we got Steam, my discovery queue up here. I got a little camera down in the bottom left-hand corner. Tidy up together. Just like a clicker game, right? You just click on stuff and half grip. Get hooked on this brutal one-armed rogue-like combat racing game. Oil executive. Drill the wells, run this refinery, read the market. Oil is a free text-based simulation of running a petroleum operation. Played at a 1980 screen phosphor terminal each year. End each year, richer or bankrupt. Mind the bear market, climb the leaderboard. That looks interesting. Gem blades, no. Castle on, no. Bad football, no. POTUS election sim, no. No. Lacrosse. This game requires a controller to play. One game I would have played when I was a kid, but my school didn't offer it. What did we have? We had baseball, we had football, we had basketball, we had hockey. That's what my school offered. Didn't have lacrosse. Cross 26 is high paces, lacrosse simulation, high paces, high paced. The realistic motion capture animations, motion matching. So you just play matches, I guess. I think I'll pass on that for now. Day trade coach, day trading simulator, Miko Michi. There's a game exactly like this, almost identical, where you walk along the street, you build buildings and stuff. I forget what the name of it is. But I already have that one, so I don't really need this one, I don't think. Let's come back over here. Let's go to is there any deal? Wait list. Don't see anything so far. This is my thing. Of course, a lot of stuff in here. A lot of stuff that I'll probably never even buy. I played the demo for this, the Skyformer. It was okay. I don't know. It's a kind of a factory builder, factory terraformer, where you have to terraform the sky and then the land. And I played a little bit of it, and yeah, it was okay. Football fictional world simulator. Anything? Any news on any news on Espiocracy? Nope, nothing yet. Probably go into Steam and see that. See, this one. It's better. Plan release date 2027. It was 2026. Hopefully, Hooded Horse didn't buy off more than they can chew. This because this game's been in development for a long, long time. And there's no updates yet because the game hasn't even come out yet. And Dev Diary 25, 24, 23, 23, 22. I mean, it's been in development for a long time. We haven't even gotten to a early access version yet. So July 2021. So 5 years so far without even a let's look at this, the vision. Dev Diary #1, the vision. Hi everyone. Ever wanted to play a grand strategy game designed for the Cold War? Do you fancy replaying nuclear brinksmanship? Influencing the space race, spreading ideologies, and overthrowing governments? Well, I do, and that's why we're here today. Espiocracy will be a game of all those things and many more. Today is the first post introducing the game, aka developer diary of a 20+ series planned before the release. Each will shed details about the gameplay, answer to why questions, and sometimes brag about deep mechanics. Who's the player? Player, persona, and strategy games to be represented on a spectrum. Nation, player, character. Oh, player, and then nation or character. Cold War featured strong nations, strong characters. Both were subject to huge changes. The period has seen the establishment of over 75 new countries, a similar number of significant assassinations. Oh boy. Playing as a nation, etc., etc., etc. So that was the first. Okay, that was the first one. First Dev Diary. And this is the most recent one. What's happening? TLDR. Developer diaries introduce details of S-bureaucracy, Cold War strategy game which you play change of planned release date. We're moving the tentative release date of S-bureaucracy to the third quarter of 2027. While the core game is satisfying, its production, stability, quality, content, learning curve, interface requires more work. Along the way, we're going to expand playtests. We plan to release a demo and we'll carefully act on feedback from both so that the release version of the game is as epic as you deserve it to be. I mean, a grand strategy Cold War game is very ambitious. So the dev initially said that they planned on doing 20. They planned on doing 20 dev diaries before the release of the game. Today's the first post introducing the game developer diary of a 20+ series planned before the release. 20+ is very accurate. Blue versus red, so that'd be the US versus Russia, or actually ideologies. Democracy versus communism. Universality is precisely the strength of this algorithm. Active belief in ideology, government ideology. I tell you what, any type of tutorial for this game, it's going to be a massive achievement, probably as much so as the actual game itself. So let's see, we are where? Looked at waitlist. Let's go into FM and see if we can pull something up over here for that. Let's see if we can pull something up over here for FM. There it is. Nice. Just took a few seconds. I'll be right back again. and I go here. Yeah, I was just saying that I've been messing with this so much in the last, I don't know, week, just trying to get organized. OBS does not have a very good organizational system. I looked yesterday because I've got images, I've got assets, I've got windows that are formatted, I've got video, I've got all that stuff. And even though for it seems like a very simple stream, which it is, I still have a lot of stuff. And there's no good way to organize it all. You've got in your OBS, you've got a list of scenes, and then you've got a list of sources. The sources make up the scenes. Like in a scene, you might have an image, audio, a graphic, something like that. In in that will make up a single scene that you can switch back and forth between, like back and forth between here and here. But there's no way to organize the scenes in this long list that you have other than adding just basically what you have to do is you have to just create another scene that doesn't have any sources in it that'll say like images. And and you put like dashes, images, dashes, and that'll be like the header, and then you move all of the images underneath that header. There's no folders or anything that you can just in your scenes. You don't have a list of folders like images, windows, graphics, that blah blah blah. You just have a list of all your scenes. You don't have folders that you can group your scenes by what they are, like images or audio or whatever. And so it's I've actually been I actually have NVIDIA broadcast enabled installed on my system, and I've actually been thinking about maybe playing around with that a little bit. Okay, we are into season 4 with Torquay. We're projected at the beginning of the season. I think we're going to end up in 16th, 17th, somewhere in there. Currently, we're in second place, and we've been playing pretty well. We got 8 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. 29 goals for, 16 against for 13 goal differential. We actually have a 4-point lead on Mansfield, and we have good form coming in. So, and Joe Hugel is the second best goal scorer in the league. A goal every 110 minutes. Young, Hugel, and Finn Welch are all in the top, 17. Joe Hugel expects goal over performance. Yeah, 4.21. His XG is 3.79. So yeah, we're doing really well, and let's just keep going. Let's see. In this game, Sunny Low Everton took the player of the match. This was our most recent game, and we played a fully rotated squad against Crawley, who was in 20th in the league. We played a fully rotated squad. Can I look at the game? Yeah. We played a fully rotated squad. Our back 4 were all backups. We played our backup goalkeeper. Della Roca is a teenager. I played him on the right side. He played pretty well. He's actually a right back. John Mendes is a starter. Low Everton is a backup. Clark was a backup striker. And you can see Low Everton had a goal and 2 assists, 3 assists. So he did get a 10 player of the match. And you can see we struggled starting out a little bit, struggled with possession. Where's our, yeah, we got it to 50%, but we took off in the second half. Once we started scoring, we just scored more and more and more. So that was a really good win because, like I said, it was a fully rotated team against the 20th ranked team in the league. And we won handily. So I'm pretty happy about that. Dan Savage, Low Everton. Comeback win for us. We're down 1-0 initially. Oldham scouting report. Oldham is 12th. Okay. Araboma been doing well. Kind of took a dip here. Don't know why. He's down to 3 stars now. Might be just because of the players we've added to the team. Let's go into tactics for this game. We're going to play, we want to play our full squad. Best 11. Let's see. We're going to play Iraboma. He insists on playing as many matches as possible as a defensive central defender, center back. That's what he wants to be. Okay. No problem with that. Where is Young? Young gonna play. These guys are still all on heavy. Okay, this is our training. I just wonder if I should keep playing everybody physical. Because my assistant coach is just like, run him into the ground, run him into the ground. I'm like, no. I mean, look at this. He's got us playing physical all the way up. There's no technical stuff going on. And this is like 4 months into the season, the schedule. Yeah, I don't agree with it. So here, did we rest our players yet? I'm gonna rest them for 2 days. I'm just gonna rest everybody that was playing. Okay, let's rest everybody for. Okay, let's rest everybody. Be nice if you could just set this up to show my last team selection. just going to do this. I'll just do what I had set up. I already have it set up, don't I? Being rested for 2 days. Let's just rest everybody who's tired. How does that sound? If it'll let me. Farrell, you're tired. Zhao, you're tired. Trip, you're tired. Sonny, you're tired. And it looks like what? They're already... No, Farrell's not. Let's try this. Let's go in and just do Farrell. He's tired. Let's go to training. Rest player for what? 2 days. Let's see. Who else is tired? João Mendes. Training. Rest player for 2 days. He is already being rested. Okay. Callum Tripp. Rest player for 2 days. Let's see. Sonny, you're already being rested. Diego, you're not being rested, so we're going to rest you for 2 days. Charlie, you're not being rested, so Charlie, we're going to rest you for 2 days. And then that should do it. Okay. Let's hit continue. Yeah, I'm a new streamer. Kind of. What's up, Serbian? He's still here? 503? Probably not. Because the way I play. Good afternoon. What football generation am I? If you do happen to go back and watch the VOD, I will answer your question. I am from football generation. Started watching football in 2010, about 15 years ago, the World Cup. I live in the U.S., and so I started watching football during the World Cup of 2010. So, yeah, sorry I missed you, Serbian. Let's see. What do they have to tell us about Oldham? Okay, we can distribute to fullbacks and go up the flanks, it looks like. Fullbacks and both flanks, okay. So how are they gonna lower defensive line, mid block, get stuck in, trap outside? Well, maybe go through the middle. Try to go through the middle and bypass the press. Bypass the press, hit early crosses, play for set pieces. So we're going to stop crosses. They like to play for set pieces, so we're going to try to stop crosses. More disciplined, hit early crosses, bypass the press. Lower defensive line, mid block, get stuck in, trap outside, lower defensive line. So it's a lower defensive line. It's probably going to be difficult playing over the press. It doesn't even say they press here. They like to get stuck in, huh? They like to trap outside, so we should go through the middle. And then what we like to do is we like to trap inside because we tend to regain the ball a lot from central possessions of our own third of the pitch. Let's see what their instructions are like. This guy is 6'4", 12 to 15 jumping reach, 13 aerial reach. So we're probably not going to be playing for set pieces. Yeah, keep the ball in play. I want to look at the screen here. I always like to put people on their weaker foot. And then Leighton 6'6". Wow. 24 years old. He's 6'6", 16 jumping reach, only 13 heading. But yeah, he is 6'6", and he's very strong. So he is a set piece guy. Ashley, 5'2", tackle you. Jamie, 5'8", not very strong. Let's tackle you. Jack Sponge. The same. Charlie, 5'10". Oh, come on, game. 5'10", not very strong. Looks like they have small but quick midfielders. He's not that, well, he's kind of fast. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed you, Serbian. I am, I've been streaming for a couple of years, but very sporadically, off and on. 6'2", jumping reach 13, heading 13. 6'2", jumping reach 16, heading 13. Yeah, we're not playing for set pieces. 6'4", jumping reach 15. Got a lot of good players in this team, man. What are they doing in 10th place? They need a new goalkeeper, maybe? A lot of potential in this team, according to this. Okay, let's go from there back to messages. We're going to look in the build-up. Let's go with progression up the field because they like to go in hard in their tackling. Lots of messages. Our training schedule for this week, the coming weeks. We do practice this before every game. We only practice it generally once a week. We practice. 12 Colchester's 21st. So again, probably a fully rotated team here. We might keep out some tired guys. We got this game coming up. But probably any team that's in the relegation zone, maybe even 18th, 19th, we're going to play a rotated team against, a fully rotated team. So let's see. And then I like to do recovery and match review right after a game. Weekly loan roundup. Charlie Dashfield, 727. Anderson's playing really well. He's up to a 2-star. Dashfield's up to 2 stars. Matt J, we don't really care about, unfortunately. All these guys are on 2 stars. Hopefully they're getting all the playing time that we've agreed upon. Plant Manser Herbottle or Harbottle. Here's the thing. I mean, Manser wants to play in midfield, but he's not our best deep line playmaker. Golden, you would be in here. Sam, you're on light. You can be a backup. So Sonny, you would come up here. Tabor up here. I like to sort my team. My subs. Hey, Cubic. I like to sort my subs by like forwards, midfielders, defenders. Harbottle, you can come down here. Pilling, your midfield. Plant, you are a attacker. You are also on heavy. Where is what's his name? Where's the kid? Della Roca. He is on light. These guys are all on light. Pilling is on light. Golden's on light. Manser, you are medium. Moswe's on heavy. So I could bring Golden on for Moswe. Dixon, you're on heavy. Nelson on for Dixon. Get you guys some rest. Araboma, you're on heavy. So Stickland, you're on heavy. Araboma, you're on heavy. So Harbottle, you're on medium. Pilling, you're on light. Manser, you're on medium. JJ, you're on heavy. So Pilling, you would come on for JJ. We're going to swap you around. You are going to be defensive midfielder. We'll be our deep line playmaker. I could put Harbottle in here as our defensive midfielder. Where's Trip? Trip, you're on light. Okay. Sam, you're on light. O'Connell, you're on light. Okay. Young is on heavy. Plant is on heavy. Low Everton's on medium. Clark's on heavy. Everybody's on heavy. Still. Well, look at the congestion, the fixture congestion. It is crazy. Winger. Mendez wants to be a winger. Well, if you want to be a channel midfielder, channel forward. Golden Nelson. Araboma's on heavy. Brookings on light. Lindsay's on light. Johnson's on light. Okay, so medium, light, heavy. Finn Welch is on heavy. So let's bring Everton. So light, medium, heavy. Who's on heavy? Hugel. Hugel's or a Tabor's on medium. I'd like to get Young up on the bench. I mean, Plant's on heavy, Young's on heavy, everybody's on heavy. I mean, you can do a full rotation of your squad, but when your next game is 2 days later, you need to do another full rotation of your squad because you've got so many. Yeah, it's just 8 games in October. 8 games in October. Welch, Plant, JJ, Maswi, Araboma. Who would come in for Nelson? Who would come in for Golden? Brooking. Who would come in for them? Brooking. Who would come in for them? Brooking or Araboma. Could come in there. I mean, I'd rather leave Low Everton out as a he's very versatile. He can play across the front basically. But Hugo's heavy, Welch is heavy, Plant's heavy. They're all on heavy match loads. Very frustrating. Stickland can only play one position. Okay, well, let's just go with that. Team of the week. 5 of my players were selected to the Skybet League 2 Team of the Week. Awesome. Watson goal. Interaction, praise his last game. You're a joy to behold. Dixon, praise, recent form. Araboma. I think you and I differ on what passes for playing excellently. Well, you had it. You're on a 7. You're on an 8-0 the last game. Look, at the end of the day, I'm the head coach, and sometimes things need to be done my way. I think we're done here. Sonny, you always take praise. Makes me happy. Tabor. Some players, I guess he's driven personality. Driven to argue. I'm circulating Hiram Boateng's name in an attempt to find him a new club. All right, let's go to news. Continue. Okay, Kershaw, targets and promises. Play him as his preferred defender in at least half of the available fixtures during the promise period. This was completed positively. I'm positive I completed that. Tactical advice. We need to run at their defense because our attackers are quicker than their defenders. Apply all advice for the next match. What did they change? Let's see. Keep ball in play. Encourage dribbling. Okay. We don't have great dribblers. That's the only problem with that. Play through the press. Discourage floated crosses. I'm gonna do balance crosses because their guys are like really tall. I mean, they're like really tall. João Mendes not required. Oh, let's see. Review team selection. Sure. Out of possession. Okay, who would come on for Tabor? Hugel. Who would come on for De La Roca? Plant. Low Everton, Welch. João Mendes, Plant, Welch, or Hugel. Midfield, JJ. Golden. Brooking can come on for Golden. Araboma can come on for those guys. And Thompson, Watts. Okay, let's look at the opposition instructions again. Let's confirm this. And go to the match. Yes. I think I'm going to have some Biscoff. A delicious speculous biscuit. The media have given you a lot of credit lately, so go out there and put on a worthy display. I want you to ignore the recent praise in the media and just play your natural game. Okay, let's go. Defenders, make me proud. Midfielders, make me proud. Attackers, make me proud. Everybody's pleased and motivated. That's great. Okay. Let's kick it off. And then look at our tactics. Opposition instructions, nothing new in there. That's good. But we do need to change something. Because if you come in here and just look to make sure you've got your opposition things and settings, you don't change anything, there's no way to get out of this screen. There's no X up here to click out of the screen like there is in some other match day screens. So you have to change something because down here, you can't click on this. There's no changes to confirm. I guess we could just cancel, right? Then did my other change go through? It did. Okay, so cancel. I'd prefer to have an X up here. If I don't make any changes, let me just close the window. Like here. Okay? Okay. We don't want to be cautious. We want to be balanced. We're the favored team. Sam lumps it down. I love how they just lump it down. Is there anybody down there? Even though we have it set on short passes and pass to feet. Okay, we give up a corner. Give up a corner. No shots yet. 8 minutes in. No shots. Here we go. Maybe we'll get a header. That was a low cross. He was offside. That's why the goalkeeper didn't move. The goalkeeper's like, hey, he's offside. Hudson's wasting time already. Do we have a shot yet? We have one shot. Okay. 2 corners already. We've got possession. Ooh, that was close, Max. Just jump straight up, please. Don't jump back. And he just lumps it down the field. Diogo Nelson. Diogo? Forget. Just pass it. Oh, come on. Don't do that, De La Roca. Come on. That's why I usually have. So I usually have the tactics set to don't encourage them to dribble, because they're not necessarily the best dribblers in the world. And so he's trying to dribble the ball. He's got 3 guys closing in on him. And we give up the first goal. Yeah, that was just a giveaway by De La Roca. Inexperienced. Yeah, we don't need to see that again. I'm not going to play for set pieces. Well, they say do it. I don't believe it. We'll try it. See what happens. How many shots? We have 1 shot on target, or 1 shot on goal. Okay, so let's get in here and try to make some changes that'll help us get some more shots. We'll just go up to balanced. Go a little bit more standard in our running. Higher tempo. Well, let's just be balanced. We'll be balanced. Let's try to slow the pace down a little bit, or at least do this so that our guys can. So we have short goalkeeper distribution. I'll bet you see a lot of long goal kicks because they just do what they want to do. We're going to go to balanced here. We're going to let the players decide how to get through their system and try to get some shots. And Pilling is tackled. You know, I didn't mark anybody yet either. So we need to mark. Harbottle is 12 tackling, 12 marking. So we're going to have you mark their playmaker. Let's go in and look and see who is their playmaker. Attacking wing back, but he's playing centrally, right? Okay, how do I close this? Oliver and Wiles. See, it doesn't tell me his position. It says he's a regular starter. 12 passing, 12 flare. Decisions 8. Let's see. It's going to be one of these two guys, right? These guys are defensive. Okay, so he's probably the goal scoring threat. Long shots, finishing. No, he's not the goal scoring threat. Wiles, finishing 9, long shots 9. So probably Colliver is the goal scoring or the 14 flare, 13 passing. Yeah, he's got to be the playmaker. 18 years old. So let's have Harbottle. Mark him. 12, 11. Yeah, we'll have him mark. Who is it? Colliver, I said. And then Leighton. Sam. 12 and 11. Johnson. 10 and 12. Okay, Sam, we're going to have you mark striker. Who's that? Leighton Love. You mark Love. Harbottle. You mark him. And let's hope this doesn't fail spectacularly. Nice shot, Colliver. That's why Colliver is the playmaker, because he can't shoot. We have one shot 25 minutes into the game. We have 56% of possession. Why aren't we shooting? Because we can't get the ball past, we can't break down their press. Well, let's go in then and try to break down their press by going over their press. Pass into space. Be more direct. Let's just decide, let you guys decide how to attack their defense. There's some shots. Don't dilly-dally on the ball. Give it away again. Blub, blub, blub. That was like a little dribbler into the goal. Come on, guys. Get a shot. We do have a shot. It looks like we're going up the right-hand side. They've decided we should attack the right-hand side. Pilling, you're a deep-lying playmaker. Sam gets it to Golden. Golden up to Mendez. Into Low Everton. Where's Tabor? Haven't seen him really active that much. Tabor's on a 6.5. Okay, they got a throw in. Let's get an interception, guys. That was just wide. Well, Tabor's happy on a 6-5. I think we need to go more positive. Obviously, we need to go more positive. We're not getting anything going here. Just over. That ripples the side netting. It looked like it went over the net. But I'll believe the commentator. What's wrong with Low Everton? He's anxious. Well, yeah, I'd be anxious too if I was on a 6.5. I'd be anxious too. Like, coach is going to take me off. I'm playing awful. I know it too. Okay, John Mendez, get it up. Get it up. Their guys are like 6'6". Get it up in the air. Get it up in the air. Entering a press with the balls played to Ashley Colliver. I think we already did that one. Going in strong. Charlie Compton. We got going on him normal. Don't hold back on Ashley Colliver. We're going in normal on him. I mean, that's about what I'm comfortable with. Going in normal. They just lump it down the field. They're just going after, they're just going over the top. Oh, Nelson. He just ran right past you. He just ran right past you. Look at this. That was not good. That wasn't a good attempt to save it. I guess we do have to regroup. Do, 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 do. Yeah, we're not going to win matches when we're not even shooting. So just shoot the ball. Jake is long shots 10, finishing 12. Shoot more often. Flare 10, passing 8, standard. Okay. Low Everton, shoot. Low Everton, you are 10 and 10. Shoot more often. De La Roca, you are shooting 6, 10 finishing. I'll tell you to shoot more often. Sure. Just shoot the ball. You can't score if you don't shoot. finishing 9, heading 9, long shots 8. Yeah, let's have you shoot more often. Just take shots. What about pilling? Pilling is finishing 5, finishing 5, long shots 7. So we probably don't want you shooting much. Finishing 8, long shots 2. Finishing 5, long shots 8. Finishing 6, long shots 7. So we probably only want these guys shooting. I think this is going to be, I don't like what I've seen from this team. Show me something else. It's going to be that kind of a halftime talk. I mean, Thompson's keeping us in the game. Wasn't that a stoppage in play right there? He made the save. I thought that was a stoppage in play. Yeah, this is going to be I don't like what I just saw from this team type of team talk. I mean, we got most of the possession, but we're not doing anything with it. Should I make these changes now? I mean, admittedly, they're not playing very well. I'll take De La Roca off. He's tired. Let's just go the second half. Don't hold back. Mark him tightly. Going strong on Compton. See, the problem with going in strong on players is that if our player that goes in strong on him is not very good at tackling, then it becomes a big mess. It becomes a big mess, and we get a red card. So that's why I don't go in hard on players. I never go in hard. They're just bypassing the press, and that's what we do. I mean, look at all that space that he had here. You just take the ball on his chest, drop it at his feet, and then build up the play. But no, he heads it out right into midfield. And we score in the first 2 minutes of after halftime. Hopefully he was in position to take that shot. Yeah, he was. He wasn't offside. Kind of hanging around, though. He's got a good left foot. So he gets something back. Okay, Elliot Nevitt has come on. Elliot is 6 foot, strength of 14. He's got 14 jumping reach and 11 heading. Okay, Elliot, we're going to put you on your weaker foot. We're going to tackle you. Should we do what we're going to do with let's do tightly marking on him. Long shots 8, finishing 12, heading 11. So let's mark him tightly. And then who was marking our I think Sam was marking him, right? He was marking Love. Who just came on? He's not in here. That's right. We don't have him in there. Mark position. Yeah, when you have mark specific, I was looking at this my last stream. When a player comes off, it doesn't populate the screen with the name of the new player that came on. So then at that, which I don't understand why, it's called programming. It's called computer programming. And if you're playing a game like this and you're going to create a list of players that can potentially be marked, you would replace Leighton Love, since he's been substituted off, with the player who's been substituted on. But it doesn't do that. So you've got to just say mark the striker. It's called programming. It's a fascinating subject. All right, let's see. What do we got going here? Thompson makes another great save. And again, isn't that a stoppage in play, basically? I mean, technically, there is no stoppage. Technically, there is no stoppage. Because why? Because the clock keeps running, whether there's a goal kick, whether there's a throw in, whether there's a corner, whether there's a foul, whether there's an injury, the clock keeps running. So what is considered a stoppage in play? To me, a goalkeeper making a save and being able either to throw the ball out or take a kick, that is a stoppage in play. But it's not stopping. It's not stopping. I wanted to do a shout. Pilling tackles. Looks like he got the ball, recovered the ball. And then what was that? That was him again. He's got to come off. He's got to come off. Nelson's just not having a good game. Colliver, or Sam, why are you marking him? You're supposed to be marking him. Golden, you're supposed to be marking the wingback. Who's supposed to be marking Colliver? It's Harbottle supposed to be marking Colliver, right? Yeah. So in this universe, where is Harbottle? Harbottle's nowhere to be found. Harbottle, I don't even, there he is, over here. I don't get it. Great save again from Thompson. Thompson's definitely keeping us in the game. De La Roca's going to come off. He's in a bad way. Plant, you can come on. What are you, a winger? Go out there and make an impact. I mean, De La Roca is a youngster who he's got 14 stamina. Did he pick up a knock or something? No, he didn't pick up a knock. He was on a 697, but that's probably why the game said take him off. He's your best player, take him off. I'm just speculating. We are just not getting in here at all. If I set our thing up to if I set our shooting up to standard, basically, where between discourage long shots and encourage long shots, I put it on standard. At some point in the game, it will always bring this up. That's why I always put it on discourage long shots to begin with. I mean, we're just not making any headway at all. Yeah, so I just leave it on discourage long shots, because if I put it on balanced, they just take way too many long shots. If I put it on encourage long shots, they take way too many long shots. We're going to go more direct. Let's be a little bit more expressive. Bypass the press. Can I distribute to fullbacks again? What is their shape? Yeah, I can still keep giving it to fullbacks. Okay. Okay, at least Harabottle's coming in and challenging him. Plant, you're supposed to be playing on the right-hand side. What are you doing way over here? Do I have him set to roam from position? No, freedom of movement. Follow the tactic. You too, Harbottle. I can't click on you now. Okay, follow the tactic. What's your movement off the ball like? 12, decisions 9. You could probably move a little bit. How about you, Plant? You are a 8, 9 on decisions, off the ball at 10. Low Everton, 11 decisions, off the ball 10. So I'm going to make you so you can roam a little bit from your position too. And what about Mendez? You are a 10 decisions, off the ball 10, so we'll let you roam a little bit also. What's your dribbling like, Mendez? At 12, you can dribble normally. You are very pacey. You can do more forward runs. No. You are 10 passing, 13 flair. You can take more risks. You're a pretty good passer. Okay, let's see. You are 12 passing, 13 flair. Also, you can take more risks, which you do. And then you're pacey also, Sonny. Pretty pacey. You can make more runs. Plant, you can make more runs. And then Tabor, let's see, you can make more runs also. Unless you're, what's your passing like? Players 10, passing's only 8. Yeah, you can stay normal. Let's make a bunch of changes. Elliot Nevitt. Who was marking Elliot? Anybody? Sam? Were you maybe? Oh, I gotta go attacking now. One, two, three. Sam's trying to get in there, but Johnson's in his way. Yeah, let's just stay let's stay positive. We're going to make changes at the 60th minute. Discourage long shots. Did that. Let's encourage. Come on, guys. I already demanded more of you at halftime. That was a nice move. He comes in, comes in, comes in. Yeah, Hugo, you got to come on. Low Everton. Well, you can come on for Low Everton. Nelson again gives away the ball. Come on, Nelson. Brooking, disenchanted. Don't be disenchanted much longer, dude. You got to come on. How is Thompson's on to 6.8? I mean, he's not playing terrible, but he's not playing great either. Tabor, try for that ball maybe. Gosh, man. Yeah, Harbottle is supposed to be marking him. Okay, well, let's take Harbottle off marking him. Somebody mark him. Somebody. I don't care. I'll put two guys on him. Double team him. Now, why aren't these changes going through? Until pending changes have been made. Disabled until pending. Okay, well, make the changes then, game. That's a goal kick. It's not making the changes. Okay, anybody got any ideas? Hold my hands up. It's not making the changes. Okay, we just had the ball went out off of Oldham for a goal kick. The goal kick's a stoppage in play. Thompson's taking his goal kick. Has the stoppage in play not completed until he kicks the ball? Is that when it completes? No. It's not making the changes. I might be playing this game again, just so you guys know. Yeah, this has happened a couple of times now in the game where there's been a stoppage and the tactical changes have not taken place. This game can be so frustrating, man. So frustrating. There's Tabor again. That was almost this was almost a repeat of what just happened a few minutes ago, where the ball was kicked out here and it must have like brushed the hair on Tabor's head coming down, and he didn't even jump for it. What was that? Was that a highlight? Okay, so wait. So okay, Hugel's in. Brooking came on. Welch came on. It still says tactical changes pending. What tactical changes are those? Oh, yeah, we took off Nelson. We took De La Roca off. Yeah, okay. It's bugged. No, the changes haven't been made yet. Wait a second, man. This is okay. That was the last goal. The goal was a stoppage in play. What is going on? I'll tell you what, I'm going to take an ad break because I have no idea what's going on. I'll be back in a minute, maybe. Hey, I'm back. Tell you what. This is just weird. First of all, I have not seen this before. Disabled until pending changes have been made. We've had stoppages in play that are not, I mean, it says Hugel's come on, Welch has come on, Brooking has come on. And then what was the other change that we made? Yeah, so Nelson, De La Roca. So Plant came on for De La Roca, Tabor, Hugo, Welch, and Brooking came on. It says that that's happened down here, right? Hugo came on, Welch came on, Brooking came on. But it's not being reflected up here. So something's wrong down here. Something's wrong down here. Because usually these don't change. I mean, this is my understanding. Usually these don't change until those players are actually on the pitch, not pending changes. This is the same. This, I was telling you before up here with that pass over Tabor's head. This is the same replay. The ball goes out. It went off of Jones. There's a goal kick. But the goal kick doesn't stop the play. Yeah, I'm going to have to restart this. I'm going to have to just quit and restart. This is... Yeah, okay. It's the same play. The ball's going to come out, and it's going to like drop just barely, like Tabor could have gone up for it to challenge for it. This is just in a loop of the same replay and the goal to make it 4-2. And then it shows this, and if we skip it, it goes back to this screen. It goes back to the highlight again. So the ball is going to come in to Jones. Jones is going to take it off his chest. It's going to go out of bounds. Right there. Yeah, this is broken. This is a broken. It's the same replay or whatever. It just keeps replaying. I don't want an instant result because I don't want the game to save. Let's just do instant result because that may be the only way to get out of this. It's a draw. You know what? Maybe I'll take the draw. Puts us in first. I had a barrel. But that was just weird. I mean, I hope you all saw that because it replayed like multiple times. If you, after, right here, if you rewind it, if you're watching the VOD, rewind it about 5 minutes back, and you'll see the same replay playing over and over again. And down at the bottom, it says disabled until the next tactical change goes through. Well, it wasn't going through because the same thing kept replaying over and over and over again. The game was stuck in a loop. Well, I'll take the draw because we weren't playing very well. But that was just weird. That was just weird. But even so, we're at the top of the league with 13 games played. Mansfield does have a game in hand. Our goal differential has actually gone up, even though we were on a draw. That doesn't seem right either. That doesn't seem right either. I don't know how our goal differential jumped up to 13. I have to watch the VOD. See, I don't get this either. I mean, if you're just a cursory look at this game, Sports Interactive, you can see that there's problems. First of all, you don't let us change the layout. Of course, this is a mod, but here, I'd tell the modder, you got two identical screens here, matches and results. Do we need to see both of them at the same time? Now, I don't think I'm using the CTRL Control 26 mod. I don't think that had an effect on what just happened in the game. I don't. I think that was something with FM26. Well, let's see. We are on Wednesday. We're going to rest our players for 2 days. We're going to recover. We're going to match review, and then we're going to rest. So let's go through to Thursday. And then rest the players for a day. I think, though, that match load isn't affected by rest. It's only affected by the number of matches that you play. And I don't know if that's the number of matches that you start or the number of matches that you actually play in, whether you come on for 5 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever. Okay, we're going to come over here. We're playing against, who is it we're playing against? Colchester, 22nd. So we are going to come in here and do a quick pick, fully rotated squad. Come down here and go clear subs. We're going to pick without restriction, unpick positions only. Low Everton Plant. It's on the bench. Okay. Where's Young? There he is. He's on here. He is medium. As soon as I play him into the match, he's going to be on heavy. Okay, Welch, Young, JJ in midfield, Dixon. Eric Bowman's got to start. It's got to be at least half of the matches that he plays in. Tripp. Golden's got to play. He's on light. Pilling is heavy. That's why we had O'Connell in there, right? Right. Okay, Manser can play. He is on light. Moswell, you're not playing defensive midfield. You're not playing. Okay, JJ's on medium. Harbottle's on medium. Let's play JJ. He didn't play in the last game. How's everybody doing? That last game was weird. Weird. Okay, Thompson. I think I'm going to put Casagrande on. Thompson, you can rest. You're on medium. Tabor. Welch, you're on heavy. Can somebody come in for you instead of... No, we don't have anybody else who can play in the middle. Young can play in the middle, but he's on medium. Clark can play in the middle. Do you have anybody else who can play in... Mendez, you're on heavy. Low Everton's on heavy. Plant is on heavy. Young's on medium. Low Everton, you're on heavy. And the only one that can come in for you is Mendez, who's on heavy. And Welch is on heavy. Okay, well, let's play you there. Advanced playmaker. Advanced attacking midfielder. Let's have you be attacking midfielder. Okay, Tabor, Welch, Plant, Moswe, Dixon, Lindsay. Who would come in for Dixon? Okay, medium, heavy, heavy, light. Brooking is on light. Play Brooking over here. Brooking's on light. Johnson's on medium, heavy, heavy, medium, 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 light. Filling's on heavy. Oh, who's going to play in midfield? Yeah, we don't want Mosby playing over there. O'Connell, you can play there. Okay, so we got goalkeeper, 3 forwards, midfielder, defensive, wingback, And Jaws is on medium. Lindsay's on light. Sam's on medium. Let's put Sam up here for Lindsay. Sam is 3 stars. Lindsay is 2 stars. And that's not even his natural position, so. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Boundary, player of the week, James Plant. Wow. Nice. What did he get? I ended the game. I instant resulted the game. Hey, what's up, Alex? I just had the weirdest thing, man. You'll have to watch the VOD back around the last 10 minutes. Like, where are we right now in the stream? We've been on for 2 hours. So, like, if you go like an hour and 45 minutes into the stream and start watching it, there is weird stuff going on. I was making substitutions. Oldham had just scored to make it 4-2 in their favor. And then there was a replay that just kept repeating. It repeated like 3 times. It just was in a continuous loop. I couldn't get out of it. So I instant resulted. We did get a 4-4 draw up here, but I couldn't get out of that loop. It was telling me I couldn't finish my substitutions. There was a goal kick that didn't, you know how stoppages in play is when your tactics change, where your subs come on, your tactics update, whatever. It just kept, it said up here, waiting for a stoppage in play. And there was a goal kick that didn't trigger a stoppage in play, and then it would just go back into the same loop. I'm just like, so I instant resulted. We got the 4-4 draw, but that was just, I've never seen anything like that. It was weird. Now I am using the control. It's CTRL 26 mod. It's basically an interface mod though. That's all it is, interface. UI mod. And yeah, it's just weird. Well, let's see if I can get one more game in here before I have to go help my daughter. Because she is going to be getting up pretty soon. So we're rotating the squad heavily because we're playing Colchester, who's 22nd in the league. We're rotating the squad heavily again. We're going to apply all the advice. Again, we like to show everybody under their weaker foot. Press the goalkeeper always. Especially if they if their first touch isn't great. They do have 12 handling, but if their first touch isn't great, now I would assume that first touch includes handling the ball too. They're good at handling the ball once they have the ball, but their first touch isn't great. Jumping reach 8 to 11, aerial reach 13. So just put them under pressure, try to get them to make a mistake. Okay, this guy is, and I love when it does that now. This guy is 5'10", pretty strong. I'll tackle him normally, tackle him normally, tackle you normally, tackle you normally, tackle you normally. Who's the playmaker? Channel midfielder. Channel midfielder. Attacker on the right. Attacker on the left. He's a defensive midfielder, so he's not. He's playing though as he's playing as a central midfielder. Got 10 flair, 10 passing, 11 technique. Decisions 9. Well, let's go into who do I want JJ to mark? Okay, we'll do Payne. And there, Boma. Get you out of the way. You can mark the striker. So Sam drops lack of no longer concerned about his playing time, at least happy with the amount of playing time he's now receiving. Well, that's good. Opposition report. 3 players out injured. Training calendar. We want to do final third. We're going to go back to the high press. Let's see. The counter press. Pass to feet. Probably going to fullbacks, right? Fullbacks, no. Going to go to going to give the ball to the center backs. Team selection advice. Hunt uneasy with defensive approach. Okay, parking the bus, we intend to score goals. What was their first team players selected? I think Della Roca is supposed to be playing, right? Yeah. It's unavailable. He's playing for me. So out of possession, we're going to give it to the fullbacks. We're going to go up the flanks. We're going to go to the flanks. So they're really hard working, so we need to bypass the press, I think. Because when your assistant coach suggests that you play through the press, it's because the other team doesn't have a good work rate. Okay, with the team can see an average of 4 clear-cut chances for 90 minutes played while using it this season. Okay, set piece creation chance. Create poor chances from set pieces, only averaging. So encourage them to cross, maybe? They won a high portion of first contact from set pieces in their own box in the near post. So do we have a far post tactic set up? I think this is the near post tactic, right? Let's see if we can save this near post. Save routine as near post. Okay, so now let's go far post. Attack the far post. Lurk at near post. Mark the keeper. Then let's set this one up as far post, which is the only one that we're going to use today. Torquay take on Colchester. See, the message feed was right here. When I clicked on this, it like jumped all the way somewhere. Why? That's a bug. That's something that shouldn't happen. You should be able to click on that and get the feed, click on the next one, read that one. It shouldn't just jump around. Apply all advice for the next match. Training review. All my guys are training well now. They were training awful at the beginning of the season. It's crazy. I wish you could just do a whole group. Can I just do the whole group and say I'm really happy that you've been training well? Instead of clicking on these individually one at a time? I guess the game wants you to feel like you're actually interacting with each player. Hey, JJ, great training. Max, come over here. You've done really well lately in your training. Mike, praise training development. Yeah, good job. Jordan, good job. Menzie, just stand in line, boys, one at a time, just like Santa's, Santa at the store. And then we jump down to Josie. Been training awful. Well, that's just great. I wanted to look at Stickland for this game. He's on medium. He's not as versatile as Trip, but let's bring him in as a no-nonsense center back. Let's see. Go here. Torquay take on Colchester. Trafford should be dropped by England. I've been seeing that message for quite a while. Hunter reports on Hugel's process. He's improved over the last 3 months. Benefits individual training focus. Benefit program well in training. So he was up here 4.5 stars. Now he's down to 3.5. Which again, I don't know if that's because of the other players that I brought into the team, or if he's actually, because it says here, he's improved. Very well, successfully working, developing individuals, perform well in training lately. So yeah, I mean, I think this is because of the players that we've brought into the team. That's why he's showing now at 3.5 stars, not because, I mean, look at his training rating, not because of, not because he's regressed, because over here he's improved, he's seen the benefits, he's benefited, he's progressing very well, he's performed very well. So I don't think it means that he's not playing well or that he's regressing. Okay, so for this game against Colchester, I think they are 22nd in the league right now. We have Watson goal. He's our backup. On the left, we have Brooking. In central defense, we have Stickland and Arboma. Dixon on the right. JJ and Manser are playing in midfield. Young, Low Everton, De La Roca across the back, backing up Clark. But then on the bench, we have Casagrande. Tabor's up there. Welch, who's had heavy match load. Plants had heavy match load. O'Connell, Golden, and Ice Cream. So I want to change his I don't know why. Okay, Hugel's on heavy, that's why he's not on the bench. I'm trying to give our guys a little bit of a rest. Maswi's on medium. But we have Golden to come in and O'Connell. O'Connell, I think, can play over here. Not very well, but he can play over there. Okay, let's go to the match. Oh, we don't want to go cautious. Let's go balanced. Let's look at the opposition instructions again. Mark Jack Payne tightly will do. And then mark him tightly, Kyrese Lisby. Mark him tightly. Okay, we'll do that. Let's go back here for so I got this one game left, and then we're gonna wrap it up for today so that I can go upstairs and get my daughter up. What else did we do? Stay on feet, regroup. I don't want to regroup. I want to press. I want to do a high press. I don't want to encourage dribbling because our players are not that good at dribbling. Going to have us play through. I might wind up having to play over. They want us to go to the left. Work ball into the box, discourage, floated crosses, slow the pace down. Let's go pacier. Let's go tempo here. Standard. I might have to change that because the faster the tempo, the more passing mistakes the team makes. The last game, we didn't have a shot on target till like the 25th minute. And then again, our guys just let players run right past them. Over. So again, we have one shot. 9 minutes into the game, we have one shot. And he's lumping it down the field. And what's the tactic? The tactic is goal kicks short. 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 Passing directness, shorter. Shorter. Goalkeeper distribution, fullbacks. Fullbacks. Actually, no. Never trigger a press when the ball's played to Connor Shaughnessy. Okay, well, should have told me that 15 minutes ago. So I could have passed it on to the team. Okay, I thought I set this up. Maybe Mike changed it. I want the ball distributed to the center backs. What if the game's having a hard time processing? I do a lot of changes during, the match to adjust for, change, for example, to adjust for changes that my assistant makes when he tells me the tactics that I should use. So I got to go in after that and go, no, they're playing with a single striker and they're playing with wing backs. So I want the ball to go to my central defenders. And he's going to what? Yep, he's going to lob it out there. Was that a free kick? He unfairly pushed my guy. How rude. Again, we have one shot 13 minutes into the game. We're going to have a corner, looks like. We're going to have a free kick from Young. And De La Roca shoots it over, even though I have the tactic set up for discourage long shots. That means don't take long shots, De La Roca. If you don't understand what that means, I can explain it to you. Don't take long shots. Who's this way up here? He's cherry picking, waiting for the ball to come to him. Do we still only have one shot? And again, we just head it out to the other team. That happens all the time. Tipped it wide. With two shots, none on target, 20 minutes into the game. So this is how we fix that, or try to fix it. We're going to go to standard. We're going to go to lower tempo, because what we want our guys to do is be more disciplined in their passing and pass at the feet. We don't want them just willy-nilly, being under pressure, feeling like we have to pay. I got to play at a higher tempo. I got to find a pass. I got to find a pass. It could be pass into space. It could be pass into feet. We're going to let them decide how to get through the defense. Della Roca's tired already again. I mean, I know he's only 20 years old, or what? He's 18 years old, but he's got 14 stamina. He's got 12 natural fitness. We're not even 20 minutes into the game and he's tired. I just exited those. They came back up again. 2 shots, 25 minutes in, 3 shots, none on target. I think Della Roca, I've got to tell him to quit shooting so much. Do I have him set on take more risks? Let's have you just take fewer risks with your passing. We'll put you on standard passing. The reason I'm doing that is because he's not that great at dribbling, so dribble less. Dribble less. Long shots, first touch, standard shooting, no. Shoot less. And passing technique, flair, you can do standard passing. Let's do early crosses. Cross from early. Dixon, nice play to intercept the ball. He crosses over. Young's going to run out and grab it. Clark's in the middle, looking for it. He can't get it. Ball comes to Neve. And they're breaking, fast break. And that's going to go out for a corner. Got to encourage more. 4, none on target. And look who's up here. Della Roca is. His position is like the most forward of all of our players. Am I telling him to run forward more? Standard. Dribble less because you're not a great dribbler. Cut inside with the ball. Player 12, 11, 12, 10 decisions. Passing strategy. Man, what did I just tell him? Quit shooting. Don't shoot from distance. Look at him. Hands in his face. He's like, I know I can't help it, boss. I can't help it. We're just gonna play through the ad break. I just want to get through this game so I can spend some time with my daughter here. She's going back to school next week, and so we have got to start getting her up earlier. She's used to staying up till like 9 o'clock, getting up at like 8 o'clock. And she's gonna have to be getting up at like 6:30 here next week, so. Ooh, that was tipped wide. Pass into space, do it. I'm not getting headers. I mean, are we actually winning any headers? We've won 8. They've won 15. So stop heading the ball. Can we do that? Can we stop heading the ball? Keep ball in play. Crossing style balanced. Don't play for set pieces. Keep the ball in play. We're not doing early crosses. We're doing work the ball into the box. Crossing style. That's a corner. So Thompson just whacks it out to the other team. We just whack it out to the other team. And that's another corner. Just past the post. We do have 6 shots. I mean, we've got the same as last game. We had like 60% possession and no shooting. So I don't know why my guys aren't shooting when I'm actually changed it in the last game to get them to shoot more, telling players that are good shooters to shoot more often. And they're not doing it. They've got to highlight again. I'm gonna demand more. Oh, come on, guys. Head the ball out. That was coming. That was coming. They just don't want to. They just want to give up the ball to the other team all the time. That's all they do. They don't control the ball. They just head it right back to their team. Head it out for a corner or something. Had 5 corners. They're winning the headers. Let's see. Yeah, we've had 69% of the possession, but at what? To do what with it? What are we doing with the possession? So we've had 6 shots. 3 of them are long. I don't know what to do. You tell the guys, don't shoot long. And they shoot long all the time. I mean, we doubled them up on final third passes. We've almost doubled them up on progressive passes. We've got, what, 30 more ball share. I just don't know. Sort it out. De La Roca, you're coming off. Why? Because you can't play half an hour and you're tired. Clark is playing terrible. And Tabor on. Low Everton again playing terrible. Let's see if we can just make the change with Plant for now and get De La Roca off there because he's just having an awful game. Out of all of the players, he's having the worst game. And then we can see some other players that we're going to be taking off here shortly. Yeah, we're giving them too much space to take shots from inside our own area. Well, I guess we got to drop back even further, right? Let's go to a mid block. I mean, can we go even lower on our defensive line? Again, look at, just head it out right into the center of the pitch. I mean, all my players need to work on heading, at least directional heading, so they can at least try to get it to one of our players. At least try to get it to one of our players. Do little crosses. Okay, Ellis Landalo, Iandalo is coming on. Hard but fair on Milton Oni. Iandalo, we're gonna trigger his weaker foot. He is what? He's a wing back. Stop it, game. Okay, he's a wing back that we're gonna tackle. Yeah, we already did this. We are in control of the match, keeping possession of the ball and passing well, but we're not getting our shots on target. I know. Frustrating. Low Everton's not playing well. I'm just going to take him off. Bring Welch on. First touch, finishing 8, long shots 8. I'm just telling him to shoot more. Just shoot more often. That's the only way we're going to score, is to shoot more often. Now, see, I have this set. I got to reset these things all the time. Shooting standard. Clark. Shooting, long shot 6, finishing 9. You do shooting standard. Plant, first touch 11. Long shots 8, finishing 8. Just because we need somebody to start shooting, I'm telling you to shoot more often. Finn? Trusting you to go out there and change the game. 7 shots, 1 on target. Teddy Bishop came on. Good old Teddy Bishop. Okay, Teddy. The tackle, you send you on your weaker foot. 5'9", strength 6. Yeah, we're going to tackle you normally. You are what? A midfield playmaker. So let's go back into JJ. Elias. You are 8 tackling, 9 marking. Let's have you go after what was his name again? It just came on. We're gonna have you go after position. Midfield playmaker. What is an MCR? Central midfielder. Oh, central midfielder left, central midfielder right. But there's nothing for midfield playmaker. So I guess you just mark that guy, huh? Just make this stuff up as I go along. Got a corner. Chance for Torquay to do something here with Young. Can we get it up and over the first? That's funny. That's funny. Because for a long time, I've had this on floated crosses. Floated crosses, right? Because I want them to float them into the box so that my taller guys can get on the end of them and try to head them in. And now I set it on low crosses, and Young, who notoriously kicks low crosses in when I have it set to floated crosses, he notoriously kicks in low crosses, doesn't clear the first defender, the ball gets headed away by the defense. So now I set it to low crosses, and he floats in a cross. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I mean, are these guys like intentionally trying to mess with me? We're going to go to a more positive. These guys intentionally. Oh, maybe it's because I changed it to the far post. So he's got to lift it up and over to get to the far post. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why he floated that one in even though it's low crosses. Let's see. That's a corner, right? No. It's hard to win matches when we struggle to get enough shots on target. I agree. Okay, we're bringing the reserves on here in a minute. You guys can't do something like right now. Clark is coming off. Got 2 more. Who's having a stinker? Brooking. Yeah, he's on a 627. Let's get Golden on. And Manser's on a 669. Here, Bowman and Stickland are doing good. So we're going to take Manser off. O'Connell. O'Connell's going to be our defensive midfielder. You're going to be our box-to-box midfielder. Get up there and start attacking. Maybe we don't do that yet. Maybe we put Manser up here as a midfield playmaker. He's just not that great with passing decisions and technique. Pilling, where's Pilling? Pilling's not even on the bench. Oh dear. Oh dear. Can you play as a... Nope, you can't either. Well, let's leave Manser on as a midfield playmaker. And we'll just leave one in the bank. And again, we just head it back out to them. There's like nobody in position to take that ball. They're starting to press now. Can we just lump it out? And terrible pass. At least that header made it to our guy. And then we get a long shot out of Young. Over the net, into the side netting. I go attacking. O'Connell or ice cream? I mean, I don't know what JJ would do as a box-to-box midfielder. Goal threat. If he's a goal threat, why doesn't it show his shooting here? Long shots and finishing. Well, let's do this. Should I bring somebody else on? Who's tired? Nobody's tired enough. Dixon? I could bring Araboma over here and then ice cream on for Dixon. But Dixon, I mean, he's not having a good game, but he is a good back. and just hold on to it. Let's get the ball up the pitch. Work the ball in the box. Distribute quickly. Tempo higher. Go more direct. Counterattack. Let's lump it down the field. Long kicks. Just let's bring it up to the let's bring it up to try to bring it up to the playmaker. Let's press again. Try to get them to give up the ball. Let's go maybe a little wider in our attack. And just lump it up the field. Okay. Taylor Brazell gets a yellow card. Young's going to try a free kick in a great position that comes to nothing. And lump it down the field. Let's try to get control of the ball, guys. Nope. Well, the last team in the relegation zone that we played, we won 4-1. Not going to happen. And with a completely rotated squad. With a completely rotated squad. And we can't even, I mean, can't win the game, first of all, if you don't shoot. And you can't win the game, second of all, if you don't control the ball. Now, the game says that we have controlled the ball. 64% of possession. We've had 15 shots, 4 on target. 5 of the 15 shots have been long shots. We've had 60% of the ball share. Doubling them up on final third passes. 25% more progressive passes. It's just one of those games where you look at it and you go, we're winning, right? And then you're like, nope, we're not. Emery's been given a final warning after pushing somebody over again. Okay, this will be the countdown to the final whistle. Okay, it went out of bounds. Yeah, 4 seconds left. That's it. Yeah, we lose to the 22nd ranked team in the league. Yeah, we lose the top spot, but again, we're not going to win every game, unfortunately. So now, how do my players look as far as now I mean, either everybody's on heavy or they're not because of this fixture congestion. Okay. Okay, so in one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 games in a 32-day period. 31 days in October, the last day of September. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, if you want to go up to 33. So one game every 3 days. How do you keep your players fresh? I mean, even it seems to me, even in if you were rotating your squad, you did a complete rotation like every second or third game, you'd need like 3 squads to not get a heavy match load with 10 games over 33 days. Um, you'd need a full 3 squads. 11. You need 33 players. And the reason I rotated these guys out, they moved up to 20th. They were 22nd at the beginning of the game. The reason I rotated out is because we have this game in 4 days. And then we have this game, the FA Cup. And then we're playing Barrow in the second best team in the league. Then we have, yeah, it's just too much. And honestly, I don't like how the game does that. How it has to cram all of these games into. I mean, look at here. You could have we didn't have any game. I had to play a friendly because we didn't have any game for like almost 2 weeks. It's just not. I just don't understand. I guess maybe that's an added layer of challenge for the player. This one we had 6 games in what? The month of August. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 31 days. So every 5 days roughly we had a game. That you think they could have stuck some of these games? You think they could have stuck some of these games into here, like maybe a game here where we didn't have a game for 2 weeks. We didn't have a league game for 2 weeks. We had to play a friendly instead of cramming them all. I mean, cramming them all into 1 month. I don't get it. I don't know. It's going to be tough. This season's going to be really tough. I mean, look at this in February. 1, 2, 3, 4 games in February. Why they had to cram them all into October, I have no idea. So let's count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games in what? 35, 36 days. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. I am ready to. Let's see if I can go into this camera and get a good result from that. Yep. Okay. Let's save the game. Oh, brother. Let's see if we can go out here, maybe. There. Save the game again. I always like to do just save it the same game, just copy over the first one, just because, PC reasons. Anyways, everybody, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming to the channel, Alex. We also had Serbian in here earlier, and we had Cubic in here. So thanks for watching, everybody. Wherever you are in the wide world, let's see. Let's see I guess I could put that up there. And wherever you are in the wide world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night, put yourself in a position to be blessed and be blessed. Proverbs chapter 3. So the Bible, Old Testament, Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. And by the Lord, of course, I mean New Testament, the Lord Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Trust in him with all your heart, and he will direct your paths. So thanks for watching, everybody. There is a very nice scripture I think it's Matthew 11:28. See if I can find it. Matthew 11:28. Yes. So Jesus encourages everyone, come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and you shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So that is Matthew verses 28 through 30. So the weariness that Jesus is talking about and being heavy laden is the weariness of sin. So come to me, all you who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. That is a promise. For Jesus said, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So the yoke that Jesus is talking about is back, of course, in agricultural community. You'd have two oxen. You would yoke them together, meaning a wooden yoke that would go over their necks, and to yoke them together to get them to work together. And then the farmer would have a plow behind. The yoked oxen would pull the plow along, and the farmer would plow the field to plant. So the yoke that Jesus is talking about is when he says, all you who are weary and heavy laden, take my yoke upon you. If we're not walking with Jesus and his yoke, we are yoked to sin. And that's who we're walking along with. And sin makes you weary and heavy laden. And so Jesus is offering you a chance to not have to walk with that yoke, to be free from it. Paul talks about that in Romans. He talks about being free from the law of sin and death. And so that's the offer that Jesus is making. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Don't lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. So that's Proverbs 3, verses 5 and 6. And then I just gave you Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 through 30. So I will probably be here tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see. But thanks for watching, everybody. And we'll see you next time.